Subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss another update from India Forums.
In fact, the person that called me, one of the from the channel, she had no idea I was even her Rakhi brother. So I'm happy that, in a reality show like Bigg Boss, people love me for who I am, just for being me. And that's a very big achievement. I think, मेरा मिट्टी नहीं है, मेरा सीमेंट है. मतलब डिग कुछ नहीं कर सकते, कुछ है ही नहीं डिग करने के लिए. मतलब it was, if you ask anybody in the industry, they'll say राजीव funny है. बस हर चीज़ में हंसता हूँ मैं. मतलब even बुरा भी होता है मेरे साथ, रोस्ट भी हंसता हूँ मैं, because I just feel, don't take life so seriously. Everything has a humorous side to it. So that's how I live my life.
Rajiv Adatia, who was recently seen inside the Bigg Boss 15 house, chatted with us about his journey, life after Bigg Boss and much more. So without any further ado, let's see what all Rajiv has to share. So, like you said, you work so much behind the camera. So why, take that much of time to step forward and
मुझे ऑफर हुआ था बिग बॉस बैक इन द डे, जो बहुत पतला था और मैं एक इंटरनेशनल मॉडल था. मुझे 2 फिल्म की ऑफर भी आई थी, पर वो टाइम में लंदन में था. मेरे फादर का डेथ हुआ था, तो मतलब आई वाज वेरी यंग. आई कुड मेक द ट्रांजिशन टू मुंबई. बट this year was like, it was a very spontaneous goal I had, and I was forced by my friends to go in the house, and I thought about it. I thought, if I'm gonna go in Bigg Boss, I'd rather go to a place where I know most of the people. So I knew Shamita, I knew most from outside, I knew Pratik, I knew Kundra, I knew so many people from outside already. So it's very easy for me to go in the house and be with them, and I thought this was the best year for me to go in.
Right. Like you mentioned that you knew Shamita and then Karan and all of them. So, when you entered, everybody was like, he's Shamita's brother,
Yeah.
or like Karan's friend or something like that. That was sort of your identity.
Mm-hmm.
But when you came out, things were very different.
Yeah,
Everybody loved Rajiv for who he was.
Yeah.
So, tell me how does it feel and how overwhelmed were you?
I think the public didn't know who I was because I'd never done any front of camera work. You'd always see me on some Instagram like Shamita's or Kundra's or Shilpa's, which obviously they're my Rakhi sisters, and I have a lot of friends in the industry. So my face used to pop up everywhere now and then. So I was always known to be associated to somebody. But I'm so happy that people know me for me. And the good thing about Bigg Boss is that people love my journey, not as a character, for who I am as a person. So I'm happy that, in a reality show like Bigg Boss, people love me for who I am, just for being me. And that's a very big achievement. I think, the love I got from the fans is so positive and so loving. And I'm really happy, very, very happy.
Whenever somebody goes inside the Bigg Boss house, there's a lot that's being dug up outside, and with you being friends with so many people from the industry, were you at all nervous or conscious, what will people sort of publish outside?
You know
or,
what?
What are things going to go viral?
मेरा मिट्टी नहीं है, मेरा सीमेंट है. मतलब डिग कुछ नहीं कर सकते, कुछ है ही नहीं डिग करने के लिए. मतलब it was, if you ask anybody in the industry, they'll say Rajiv funny है, बस hilarious है, funny है. And I think they did a AV on me before I came in the house, and they said to me that, I think Shilpa, Vibhasha, Sonu, Sunil, they're all there. And I just had a fun and let me laugh. I'm a very funny person, and I don't take life so seriously. मतलब हर चीज़ में हंसता हूँ मैं. मतलब even बुरा भी होता है मेरे साथ, रोस्ट भी हंसता हूँ मैं, because I just feel, don't take life so seriously. Everything has a humorous side to it. So that's how I live my life, with positivity and humor. And I think that's what connected with audiences. कि ये बंदा आया घर में, उसको कुछ फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. वो लड़ाई करते फिर सॉरी बोलते बाद में, सबको forgive करते. And I think the humorous side I have, I think people connected with it because there's so much fighting in that house. And I think I was the only funny one in the house. I was making everyone laugh. And I'm glad I connected with the audience.
Like you said that Shamita was is your sister, but when you entered the show, we saw that your attempt towards the others was equal. It wasn't like कि ये मेरी बहन है तो मैं इसके साथ ही पूरे time बैठूं. Instead, we saw you gel with other people more than her exactly. So was that something a conscious decision that I just don't want to be seen in a certain way and explore?
I think when I went in the house, see, I never got called as Shamita's brother. I knew I'm very known in the industry anyway, because I've worked for so many years. So when I was called, in fact, the person that called me, one of the from the channel, she had no idea I was even her Rakhi brother. But when I went in the house, I told Shams, "You're my brother, sister. I'm your brother. I'll always have your back. We'll always be each other's top priority. But it's a game, and we have to make our own decisions." And she respected that fact about me. I respected that fact about her. And I think in the house, it was not necessary that I liked the people she was hanging around with or she liked the people that I was hanging around with. I think we could take our own decisions, but when push came to shove in tasks, we were always there together. And obviously I always had her back, and she definitely had my back in the show. So it wasn't a conscious decision. I think it happened naturally. But no, I was very happy with what happened in the house, and I enjoyed myself. And I think she also loved it in the house also.
Right. And now, like, what is there on the work front? Because, like, since you've been out, I'm sure you must have gotten a lot of
Yeah.
offers your way. So, what is there on the work front?
So I have something coming up which I can't talk about, but it will be I think released, I think, or announced in about Mayish, what I'm doing, and obviously the same things. You do a lot of work outside, digital work, this work, that work. It's all coming on board, and I have 2 or 3 things in London which I'm going now in London on March 12th for 6 weeks to get myself ready for what I'm doing next. So I can't say much. You ask me too many questions, but you'll see very soon.
Did you, like, take tips from any of your friends who already did the show before going in the house?
I took no tips because I watched a season like a hawk for like 15 seasons, 14 seasons, and all I knew is that I can cook, and I'm going to go in there and I'm just going to show my cooking skills and just play the game. See, it's a game, and I'm from London, so वहाँ कोई house up नहीं होता. हाँ, एक बार आती है एक हफ्ते में 3 घंटे के लिए, वो भी 10,000 लेके जाती है. But I'm saying that हाँ बहुत महंगी है. But I'm saying वहाँ तो हम खुद we cook ourselves, we clean ourselves, हम झाड़ू भी खुद करते हैं. तो मतलब that thing I was very used to, so it was not a harsh, big thing for me. But the only tips I think that I would give somebody now when you go in the house, maybe after me, was take some sleeping pills, take a cushion to do the rotis, and take lots of Dettol if you can for the bathrooms.
Hey guys, check out our revamped website at www.indiaforums.com to get your daily dose of entertainment.
We hope that you guys enjoyed this chat with Rajiv. If you did, make sure you like, share, comment and subscribe to India Forums. Simran Mishra, India Forums, Mumbai.